Yo.
Yo.
See you suited and booted in your Colts gear today.
Suited and booted, man. Appreciate the Colts, man, and DT, man. Sending that good care package to your boy.
Yes, sir. I got to check my doorstep because I didn't get shit since the draft. Just went on where I went. I was on PFF, one of their podcasts.
Yeah.
Last night talking about the AFC South. I didn't realize how high I was on the Colts this year till we started talking about it.
No, man, Colts, man. I like what we got this year, man.
I think their odds to win the division is right there with Tennessee. Even after the Julio trade, I think it's pretty much even. I think their win total, I think they set it at FanDuel might have set it at 9.5.
Oh, we up on that. We over on that.
Easy.
We over on that.
Easy over. Long as Carson, Carson bounced back the way we expect him to.
Yeah.
But welcome back, good people. Monday, June 14th. Another episode of the Man to Man Pod. I'm on half of the pod, Dariud Butler. Got my co-host, Antoine Bethea.
What's going on?
Hope everybody weekend was good, man. How was your weekend, man?
It was good, man. I had a great weekend. Chill, relax with the fam. Good times, How about you?
Same, man. High point, exciting part of the weekend. My sister got proposed to, got engaged. My younger sister's engaged now.
Congrats.
Yeah, man. Big congrats. It was, different.
How you feel as big bro, man? How you feel, big bro?
I mean, her fiance Jason, they dated in high school. They left high school, kind of fell off, reconnected, and he treats her right, man. She's happy. Obviously, we're happy for her. He reached out to us, all the older brothers. She has 3 older brothers, me, Mitch, bro. So he reached out to all of us, then reached out to Pops. So he did everything the right way, set it up as a nice surprise. So happy for her, man. But I feel weird, big bro. Ooh, but I like it, man. I'm happy. All that matters is they treat them right.
That's it. As long as she's happy, man. That's all that matters, man.
Big facts. So shout out to my little sis Bree.
Is Bree's not the one that acts, is it?
Yeah, she's the actress.
She's the actress. Okay.
Yeah, out in Atlanta. She's out there. So yeah, man. But what else we got, man? I know you watched some of the games yesterday.
I did.
We gotta start with CP3, man. Man, my coach of the year, Monty Williams, did a phenomenal job, I think, so far in this the regular season and the postseason so far, going through the Lakers. And then we know how tough it is to get a sweep, especially the sweep, the league's MVP, another good team with the Nuggets. What you thought about that performance in that series, man?
Man, I think a great performance by CP3. I think he finished with 36 last night. Devin Booker, did what he's been doing all year. So I think it was
30 plus.
Right. I don't know how you have a quiet one, but it was. I think CP was doing so much, and he does so much for that team, man. Being the creator that he is, it was a great showing of what a true point guard is. You know what I mean? And obviously the way the game has moved in this new generation, as far as shooting threes, pulling up and fast breaking shooting threes, and him just talking about just that mid range game that he's embraced, and he's done a phenomenal job for the Phoenix Suns. And then on the other side, man, you look at the Nuggets, man. Having one of their top guys out, tore an ACL, but then like you said, having an MVP, and even throughout the series, man, he's been putting up MVP numbers. But I just the Suns, it's just too much. It's just too much.
Good team, man. Top to bottom, they were a good team. Obviously, the Nuggets were missing one of their stars, Jamal Murray. Yeah, and we talking about it. MP, Porter Jr. he stepped up, but he still got some ways to go, especially on the defensive side of the ball. But he's a good weapon for him. I think he'll be a good piece of their future.
For sure.
But you know, in them offs, in the playoffs, man, you need your stars.
Your stars.
Man. You need your stars. And you know, not only the stars for Phoenix, like that whole roster has been playing solid for the first 2 rounds. Obviously, it starts with CP3, the leadership, everything he brings on and off the court, the toughness. Shoot, he got banged up. He had that stinger situation in the first round, and I think it kind of it impacted his 3-point shot, put some effect on it. But the way he's a master of that mid-range area is crazy. Booker, we know he's a phenomenal scorer. Ayton does everything you want a traditional big man to do.
Yeah.
Bridges, Payne, Crowder. I mean, I feel like everybody just comes in and
play their role.
And play their role, man. Hold their own weight, man. And they've been playing phenomenal basketball. After that beat down in the stands, you know, it was poetic. It was poetic that it ended Suns in 4.
I loved it. I loved it.
That left no doubt in my mind that the Suns are gonna close that thing out, man. But they were my pick coming into the playoffs to come out of the West. I know after they beat the Lakers, a lot more people kind of jumped on that train. But yeah, they've been playing well, man. We're gonna see what happens in that Clippers Jazz series. How you feel about that series now, man? Jazz looked in control. Paul George came alive.
Hold on. Let's go back on last night's game though. Jokic got ejected.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's touch on that, man. Because I just feel as though growing up with the Knicks, the Miami Heat, prior to my time, you know, you had the Detroit Pistons, man, and just the way the physicality of the game. You know what I mean? You had to be a big boy to be able to play. And obviously, it's been a lot of talks. If that was somebody else, if that was LeBron that, you know, committed that foul, he wouldn't have been ejected. They got to do something about this, man, because it was a hard foul.
Yeah,
it was a hard foul. But
big
that was
big guy on a little guy.
Right. That wasn't ejection worthy though, man. Like, we in the world right now, man. It's sports is we tiptoeing that line of becoming real soft, man. Real soft.
I wouldn't even say tiptoe. Man, it was a foul after that with Devin Booker. I think he might have turned the ball over and somebody was coming down going for a layup, and you know, Book, just an old school, he grabbed the dude before he take off. You know, obviously you don't want to hit a dude in the air. Never even got off the ground. You know, he was going to the free throw line. Oh, we got to review that for a flagrancy. It's just like you said, man. It's getting way too soft, and for parts of that game, they were letting them play. You know, they were letting them play, but when you start calling things like that, and then with the MVP, with him not having like a history of getting ejected or doing, you know, things with malice, I think it was 3 years between the time he was last ejected. And it was a hard foul. It was a hard swing. I'm sure it hurt Payne. I don't think it hurt him as much as he sold it. You know, laying in a fetal position, holding his nose. But you can't have the MVP ejected in that moment in an elimination game. Like we always talk about, people treat it fair, but they aren't treated the same. And I don't think anybody, unless it's a person that comes in and he's always doing some shit like that, I don't think anybody should have been ejected in that pivotal of a game. That was a big, huge drop ball by the league, I think.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have a round table discussion about that. Like, as far as, refs going back reviewing the game, we should have made this call. We could have done better on this, but definitely, man. I think even, and I'm not. Yeah, we got to do better. We got to do better.
Got to. But that's somewhere. That's when what's the old boy name? Damn, Adam Silver got a call down. Be like, hey, flagrant one. Keep it moving. Yeah. Like, keep it pushing, bro. Nobody would have. Yeah, nobody would have batted out. Nobody would have been like, nah, he should. I don't even think the Suns thought he should have been ejected with that one. But part of the game, it is what it is. Yeah, it ain't not the league MVP, cuz not the league MVP. But another game yesterday, Nets Bucks. You jumped out there. You jumped off the bridge and said the Bucks. The Bucks were gonna win this series. This was before Harden was hurt. This was before Kyrie was hurt.
Yeah.
And now down Kyrie, down Harden, series tied up 2-2 after the Bucks start off 0-2. I'm sure you're feeling a lot better about your pick now.
Yeah, and I mean, it's unfortunate that Kyrie got hurt. You know what I mean? You never want to see a player go down. And then, you know, like you said, Harden been sidelined with the hamstring injury. But right now, man, you know, the Bucks, they're going back to Brooklyn with a lot of confidence.
A lot of confidence.
You know, Game 5 is going to be huge. And we'll have to wait and see, you know, as far as, you know, what Harden's going to do. Reports been said that he hasn't even started, you know, basketball activity yet. And then just the way that just the way the video looked with the Kyrie with his ankle, man, it looks like it's going to be real tough for him to possibly make it back this series, you know, maybe a Game 7, but just his style of play, you know, it's going to be tough for him to.
Those ankle injuries are weird, though. You know, because some of them look, you know, they look like it looked bad. It definitely looked bad. Roll all the way out, looked like it touched. But I've seen guys come. I think Luka last year who rolled his ankle very similarly and came back a couple games later. The good thing is they did X-rays and it came back negative. He was able to put weight on it walking off the court. Like you said, the way that Kyrie plays, you know, how shifty he is and things like that. I wouldn't be shocked. I would expect Kyrie back before Harden still, because I just feel like it's more you can do for an ankle sprain as opposed to, I'm sure you've had both, as opposed to a soft tissue. That soft tissue, that you got to let them joints.
You got to let them heal. So again, like you said, the ankles could be tricky because you can run straight ahead. Like on an ankle sprain, you can run straight ahead. But again, once you start planting, you know, your COD, your change of direction, and when you're reacting off of somebody else, that's kind of where, you know, it's like, okay, I probably can't do this. And then, like you said, with the hamstring, the hamstrings are tough. You know, you really have to let those soft tissue injuries heal. But again, like I said, you know, it's the offs, you know, and if Kyrie can push through, I expect him to miss Game 5.
For sure. I
expect him to miss Game 5. Now, Game 6, Game 7, just as far as, you know, how he can tolerate that pain, we'll see. But the series is interesting now. Now, you know, that KD being in your top 5 all time, this is when you tap into that.
Top 5 all time?
All time, you did.
Damn, I'm gonna let y'all fool me. God.
So this is when we got to see that. You know what I'm saying? I know it's gonna be tough, but we got to see that. Again, no excuses, no explanations. This is when them top 5 all time. That's when you got to put the backpack on and go to work.
I ain't say top 5 all time. I probably said top 5 that I've seen,
said top
that
5
I've watched. I probably said that I watched because I don't respect.
You say your top 5.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I can see that, but you know, it's now we see KD because we've seen him alongside some great players. It's kind of I would say it's kind of a legacy series at this point. Like this is one of the points that people,
no question.
Yeah, people go back to be like, all right, when you had a KD arguments to this arguments to that arguments, people gonna go back and say, all right, KD, you know, when two of your, now mind you, these are two great players that went down, and obviously we know it takes teams to win series, win championships. But if you ask me, if you put LeBron on that team, you know, KD's 4 years younger. So let's say LeBron 4 years ago, you put him on this Nets team. I'm still liking the Nets to win this series. Yeah, I wouldn't even be that concerned about it, honestly, if I was a Nets fan. With KD, it's different. Dominant.
Why is it different?
No. I'm just saying I don't think he's in the same category as LeBron. But a lot of people can't wait to say, hey, KD's the best player in the world.
No, understood. But I'm just saying, like you said, it's different. You said if LeBron was on the Nets, you wouldn't be questioning it. I just want to hear explanation from D. But like, why is it different?
I'm just saying, if I was a Nets fan, like I would still feel very good about my chances with this series.
Understood.
If I'm a Nets fan right now, I don't feel that great. I don't feel that great because KD he can't carry that same weight offensively that LeBron can. Scoring wise, yes, but LeBron scoring, he sees the court. He like even not even just assists, but like the hockey assists or starting the breaks or how he is on the breaks. Just it's different, and this is when KD he's gonna feel it. Now KD's an all-time great, can't take nothing away from him. His bag offensively is kind of unmatched, but it's more to it. It's gonna be tough. PJ Tucker, man,
hey, hats off to him.
Hey, he stepped up.
Made it tough for him. And like you said, like as far as KD, his offensive skills is unmatched. It's like you'll never completely shut KD down. But you gotta make it tough for him. You gotta get in his grill. You gotta push him. You gotta make it tough for him. And PJ Tucker, he did that. And not only
picking him up 90 feet at the end.
90 feet. And not only that, he was hitting his open shot. So he was giving you something on both ends of the court, man. Definitely hats off to PJ Tucker. They're gonna need that for the rest of the series. Tire KD out. So to put the ball in the other guys' hands and make them beat you, man. So again, man. Them Bucks, man, y'all in a good situation.
Very good situation.
Gotta capitalize on it right now because KD
Chris Middleton showed up.
Yeah.
It's tough break for the Nets, and they have been dealing with injuries all season. We were kind of talking about it. Do you get in the playoffs, and then that's when you get on a healthy run? That's tough to do. You saw it happen with the Lakers. And now you saw it happen with the Nets. And injuries are part of the game. There's no avoiding them, especially with this shortened off season. There's no avoiding them. Part of the game. I would have loved to see that series go, 7 with the big time players in there.
Damn, don't count them out yet, D-Butt.
Don't count KD out yet?
Hey, don't count them out yet, man.
I ain't gonna count them out yet.
Don't count them out yet, man. He got a chance. We'll see what game. Now, this is what I'm gonna tell you. Now, Milwaukee go to Brooklyn and win Game 5. It might be a wrap.
It's gonna be tough.
It might be a wrap.
I think Kyrie gonna surprise us. Kyrie gonna come back soon. I think he may come back 6 games.
And I won't doubt that. Kyrie, he's a hooper. He understands what's at stake. But I just know that ankle. That's tough, and just the way he plays now. If he was like a big man and he's just running up and not to take away anything from the big man, but again, just the way he handles the rock and the way he moves on the court, it's gonna be tough.
Yes, we're gonna see. Steve Nash might have to suit up for a couple, but this is what who was it? Shaq. So Shaq and Chuck was going at it, saying like, "Hey man, Jokic, you the MVP, man. You can't get swept. Like I can win, because Chuck was saying how he had never been swept. Him and Shaq was going back and forth. He was like, if you that great, you got to be able to win one game. KD, you got to be able to win one. And a lot of people were coming out saying, talking stuff about KD yesterday. You can call it fair, unfair, whatever. But we gonna see, man. We gonna see.
We will.
They ain't counting them out.
Nah, don't count them out yet.
We ain't counting them out, man. We got the Jazz Clippers series. A lot of people counted out Paul George. He came back to life in Game 3 the same way he did in the series before against Dallas. He was
playoff P, baby.
Playoff P. Hit shots. Playoff P came back. Donovan Mitchell got banged up with an ankle injury towards the end of that game. That series may be shifting. Looks like that tide may be shifting. I think it's 2-1 now. Jazz still up. If Donovan Mitchell is healthy, I still got the Jazz in that series. If he doesn't look like 100% himself, it's a toss-up.
I don't think it's a toss-up. I think if he doesn't play, the Clippers are going to take that series.
Okay, because Conley already been out.
Yeah, so. Right. So if he doesn't play, Clippers got that series.
All right.
That's my take.
These comments aren't loading over here for me. Let me refresh. There we go.
Yeah, so we'll I still like, again, if he doesn't play, I like the if he does play, But again, he has to come back healthy. I like the Jazz, but if he doesn't,
yeah, he was kind of giving the fans or his teammates like, I'm good. That kind of got out of hand. That he didn't have to come back in the game. But the way that the Clippers had adjusted, Ty Lue had adjusted with his defense, like they were sending bodies at Mitchell. They were making it tough for him. He was still hitting some tremendous shots. But the other guys on that roster got to hit consistently them open shots, man, because Clippers start hitting. Reggie Jackson ain't been talked about enough.
Yeah.
He been carrying and saving them. Yeah, he been saving them boys. He been saving them boys, man. So
Kawhi, he was in a different zone. Kawhi was in a different zone. And for the most part, I think Kawhi's gonna give you that. Mm-hmm. For the most part, he's gonna give you that. Again, just as a fan, you don't know you don't know which Paul George you're gonna get.
That was he got to be consistent, man.
Yeah, that's the thing. Consistency. That's the
biggest. Glad he kept shooting though. Glad he kept shooting. Shot his way out of it. Out of that struggling, but I like him. Pat Bev, man. I feel like Russ told y'all a couple years ago. Pat Beverly was fooling y'all. He was out there running around. Pat Bev got exposed.
Energy guy. He got exposed last.
Luka
was like, "Look at here, you out of your league. Go coming over here, baby."
Yeah, well, Luka put him on his back. Shit got different, but oh man, what else we got, man?
Man, we got the Hawks and the Sixers.
Hawks, Sixers, Embiid. As long as Embiid is healthy, the Hawks lost Hunter. He was a bigger piece than I think people thought. But man, Danny Green, he wasn't playing great in this series, but he was playing. He had a good season, good first series. If Embiid is healthy, man. They're gonna be tough to beat.
Yeah,
they're gonna be tough to beat. But I'd be interested in seeing. I ain't gonna count out KD yet.
Yeah, don't count him out yet. Now, like I said, game 5 gonna be important. He's gonna be back in Brooklyn.
Nah, man. Let's be real. If Kyrie and James Harden don't come back, Nets ain't got a shot.
Look at here. Hey, look.
Nets ain't got a chance.
I can't believe you're saying that.
I'm just being real, bro.
Nah.
Nets ain't got a chance. I just thought that calculations.
KD top 5 all time. Like, you gotta have a chance. Just like you said, Joker was just like Chuck and them was saying. Joker is the MVP. You gotta win at least one game, right?
You had Shaq in your top 5, right?
So yeah, I did.
He done been swept. Shaq done been swept. Shit, MJ done been swept when he was a top 5 player. All top 5 players. Kobe has been swept multiple times.
I feel as though you're kind of doing what you've been doing the majority of your life right now.
You caught in the moment?
No, you backpedaling right now. Your backpedal was real smooth.
I was just thinking about it. I told you, a sign of intelligence is being able to change your mind. Okay, I'm sitting here thinking.
Hey y'all listen to this, man. We gotta get this shirt made.
KD not. I don't see it, man. I don't see KD putting that shit on his back, bro.
Hey, boy, D-Butt be in the moment, boy. I was like, man, KD in my top 5. Hey, boy, my top 5. But look, we're gonna see. Like, I honestly gonna sit here and say that because I feel as though KD has potential to give you a 50 piece.
Easy.
You know what I'm saying? So it could be one of them nights where, like, your role players, they step up and they do their thing. You know what I mean? So he can even give you a 60
Joe
piece.
Harris, that's the thing. Joe Harris is a much better player, as we would imagine with Kyrie and Harden on the court. Like, it's just they're going like it much.
You gotta have Jeff Green
back. You gotta have all eyes on them. They're gonna create. Like, I don't know, man. KD's great player. I would still say he's top 5. He's still in my top 5, man. But all top 5 are not created
equally. You 100% right about that. But we're gonna see. All I'm saying is I think it's tough for Brooklyn. I think Milwaukee is traveling to Brooklyn. Like, look, this is our shot. This is my time to go ahead and take advantage of this, and I agree. But KD might be able to pull some out of the bag.
Yeah, we'll see, man.
We will. We will.
We shall see, man. What else we got
Hey,
going on?
I want to jump to the to those that watched the NCAA track and field championships this past weekend. Shout out to the North Carolina A&T Aggies. They showed up. They showed out.
Showed out.
The boys, they finished third overall. The women, they finished tied for fourth overall. Man, it was a great performance. Cambria Sturgis, excuse me if I got the name wrong, but she won the 100 and the 200. She had a 10.74 and 100.
Moving
22-12 in the 200. She took the championships and that, and then the fellas, man, they won the 4x4, and then they also took the crown in the 400, man. So I definitely
Did they win the 4x1? Because I think they had the fastest time earlier this year.
They at one point they did. I think like in March they had like the fastest 4x1, but I don't think they won the 4x1.
Okay, and I didn't know North Carolina A&T they were the largest HBCU in the country as well.
Yeah.
Hold the show, man, out there in Oregon.
Man, shout out to them, man. And that's not getting talked about enough on ESPN, and all across the other sport networks, man. That's huge. That's huge, man. Yeah. And you know, obviously, you know, me being an HBCU grad, man, I'm definitely gonna big up when needed, man. So that was a great.
And that's Tariq Cohen's alma mater, right?
Yeah, Tariq Cohen. Yeah. So there, A&T. Who else came from A&T? Right now it's Tariq Cohen. They had an old lineman a few years ago, but great showing. Great showing. Man.
So the head coach is actually an Olympian as well. Olympian and head coach Dwayne Ross led the men's team to a third place finish, highest ever for a Division I HBCU, and the women to a fourth place finish. Ross's son at Junior _77 ran a world leading, this shit is moving, 43.85 to win the 400-meter title.
But y'all had to see how he, like, the last 100, he was so smooth and he just pulled out. And then I think his teammate got second.
And then they won the 4x4 as a team, but 43.8 in the open 400. Bro, that's moving.
Yes.
Next time y'all get out on the track, just time yourself, just run around the whole track. That's the 400, around the whole track, one lap, and just time yourself and see what you run. 43. That's impressive. That's some high schools running that in a 4x1.
Yeah, man. So
very impressive.
Shout out to A&T, man. The MEAC, HBCU, all that good stuff, man. Shout out to y'all. For real.
Yeah, man. If we got any HBCU grads in the chat.
Van, I see you, Van Albright.
I know we've seen a couple of them throwing them in here, man.
Savannah State.
Matter of fact, let me see wherever anybody went, man. Let me see where y'all went, man. What school did y'all go to? But
what else we got?
Anything cooking in the NFL, man?
Man,
NFL news.
You know, a little bit. You know, we got Le'Veon Bell coming out saying he'll retire before he go back and play with Andy Reid and the Chiefs.
That was surprising.
I don't think it was.
I mean, just to hear him say it's not surprising that you know, I just have never heard anybody say anything bad about Andy Reid. So that's why it was surprising to me. And you know, obviously everybody has their own personal interactions with coaches, front office people, trainers, whoever. So even though 1,000 people may say great things about him, one person may say, you know, whatever. But so I was surprised that he just came out and said it. Then he kind of came out and clarified some of his statements. But you know, we don't know what happened behind closed doors in the meeting, whatever. So, you know, he's definitely entitled to say and feel how he feels. But I was just surprised because I know a lot of people who's played for Andy, And you know, you rarely hear bad things about Big Red.
Yeah, and but you know, Le'Veon, he's a type that he's gonna be outspoken, and if you kind of follow that situation at all, coming from what he was doing in Pittsburgh and then him going to Kansas City, you know, it just could look like a different player. You know, not really getting the ball, the jet suit, yeah. Really just not getting the rock and not really that focal point in the offense. Understood. They got so many, you know, talented players over there. So again, like you said, not knowing what happened behind closed door, what was said, you know, but it's light news. Light news in the NFL right now.
Super light. But from a player, I know I played against Le'Veon. I'm sure you have too. In these last 3 years now, hasn't had much, hasn't took much banging, many hits. I'm still, what is he? He can't be over 30. Gotta be a young dude. Do you still think, you know, he got a lot of tread left on the tires?
Now I think just to keep it a buck, if we would expect him to be
29.
Pittsburgh, he's 29. Now for us to
29 years old.
I'm not gonna knock that because I mean I know how Le'Veon works hard.
Yeah, he works his ass off for sure.
He works his ass off. So I can't sit here and say that he doesn't. It's just tough. It's just tough being that, you know, playing that position. Well, that position in itself, you just know it's they take a lot of wear and tear. But like you said, not for him, not really taking a lot of wear and tear the past couple of years. He might. I guess we'll see this year. You know, see who he signs with and see how they, you know, implement in the offense and see if he can get back to the Le'Veon as of old.
Yeah, that was, and I guess that was part of the reason I was surprised by the comment, just because, you know, we talk about it a lot. It's a relationship business, you know, and this level, and Andy Reid has a huge imprint on the league. A lot of people are connected to Andy Reid, either from his coaching tree, played for him, you know, former players that are all these different connections that he has. So that was part of the reason I was surprised. You know, if Le'Veon still want to play and wants, you know, to get another shot somewhere. But I definitely wouldn't count him out. I don't think we ever see because he was on pace to, you know, people would say, hey, man, you were comparing him against all the greats. You know, the way he affected the run and the passing game. It was something you didn't see, you know, week in and week out in NFL. So for him to be 25, knowing how he works, I think it's still a possibility that he can still be a starting back, a good back in this league. But you know, that time away from getting those touches and being in that line, you know how quickly people can fall out of good graces. So hopefully get another shot, man, a good shot. And I think there's still some tread left on that tire, man. He still got another, I think, maybe 3 years left. You know, being 29, won't turn 30 until February.
Yeah. And again, like you said, the way he take care of his body, the way he works, I can see that.
Yeah. So drop some questions in here, man. And I'm actually gonna have to slide at 11:45 because I got this thing.
It's so good.
So that's y'all about it.
That's perfect, man. I got a flight to catch anyway. But Tone Gaines, man, I'm starting to think Jordan Love might be our starter since Rodgers probably still in Hawaii. Hey, it's getting crazy, man. You know, you see the president came out, said that what was his exact words, that A-Rod was
an interesting fella or something like that.
Nah, he said he's a what was it? He said something that he was a tough, not tough to deal with. It was something along those lines.
Yeah.
I want to get the exact.
I'm gonna find it right now.
Yeah, but with that comment, man, complicated. Exactly. RJ Barrett.
Complicated fella?
Yeah, he said he was a complicated fella.
Just not reading the room, man.
Not at all. With them type comments, and you know, you got one of the best quarterbacks to ever play the game already feeling a certain type of way, man, you just got to be quiet, man. You just got to shut up and let the chips fall where they may. But now, I know he pulled one up in Hawaii. Oh yeah, that's how you feel,
man. It ain't looking good out there, and
at all.
You know, you went and drafted. That's why they say, hey, you draft a quarterback when you don't need one. You went out there and got Jordan Love in the first round. He had 1 year to sit. It may be the time to throw him out there. Now, if you're the Packers, I feel like before you go into a season where it's a holdout and you're trying to play, you know, chicken with A-Rod, you know, you got to try to deal him and get as much as possible. Because it ain't like he a 32-year-old quarterback. You know, he's whatever age he is, but he's towards the end of his career. So you're going to get the most that you're going to get for him, like, around this time before we go into training camp. And that'll obviously be a blockbuster trade. But if you're not getting rid of the guys in the front office that he wants gone, he's made it clear he don't have a problem with the coaches, don't have a problem with the players. But the guys in the front office aren't going anywhere. So make a deal, man. Get him up out of there, get some weapons back. And if Jordan Love's not the guy, you know me, get him up out of there, move on. But if he is, you got some draft capital to build around him. So, I mean, you got to make something shake, man.
Hey, they not making nothing shake. They gonna sit in their hands, bro. I'm trying to tell you. Like, this, you can just tell this is a pride and ego thing where in this business, you got to remove that. Yeah. You got to remove the pride. You got to remove the ego. But just the way it's going right now, I promise you, they like, man, we're not trading him. We're not moving him. If he's unhappy or he just has to be unhappy, he's going to have to retire. I promise you that's how they feeling right now. It is stupid, but you could just kind of tell how it's going. Like,
that's where it's going.
Because again, you know, A-Rod, you know, he wasn't returning calls, and he's telling people how he feels. And obviously, you're not going to remove the GM. So you would have done this hopefully before the draft. Like, when teams were calling, like, you know, you would have made that move, but now you waiting so long. It's like, I agree with you. I think you should make that move, but I promise you, it's pride and ego right now. Like,
yeah. Who you think right now should be the favorite for comeback player of the year?
Comeback player of the year. Well,
Carson, probably.
You got
Saquon.
You got Derwin James. Derwin James, if he can rock. C-Mac, Saquon. I'm gonna go with Saquon.
Saquon?
Yeah. If I had to, I'll go with Saquon.
Nick Bosa will be in there. Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go with Carson Wentz just because I want him to be that. I think he got like 9-1 odds or something like that. Saquon may have either 6-1 or 9-1. I think Cam could probably be on that list if he balls out. Marlon Mack, I don't see Marlon Mack just because
he can be sharing. He can be sharing carries.
He's gonna be splitting carries. Derwin could definitely be it. You know, he was a guy first team All-Pro as a rookie. Finally get him out there. Hopefully, he stays healthy.
Because he's going to impact the game on all type of levels, man. Like as far as blitzing, as far as coverage. Mm-hmm. He's gonna impact the game. So I hope the young boy can stay healthy.
Dak should probably be the favorite, actually.
I'm gonna stick with Saquon.
Weapons around him, with him being a Cowboy. Yeah, that was you're right, RJ. Von Miller,
CJ
Mosley. Got some names, okay.
Got some names. I'm a rock with the young boy Saquon, man, with Daniel Jones, the weapons they have on the outside. Hopefully, it can open it up for the young boy.
Daniel Jones, you're gonna see.
Daniel Jones, DJ gonna do his thing.
We're gonna see.
DJ gonna do his thing.
I'm just thinking about because I was talking about some stuff with the guys yesterday on that pod. Best long shot bet for defensive player of the year. Like, so not the obvious guys, not Aaron Donald. He like a 4-1 odds, I think, right now.
Ho. You know who else I got to put for comeback player of the year? I've been thinking about Chandler Jones.
Ooh.
Chandler Jones, right? Now you got J.J. Watt on that defensive line. And, you know, Chandler, man, year after year, 15, 16 and a half sacks, 17 sacks. Chandler could do some things. I'm trying to tell you.
Chandler can do a lot of things.
I'm trying to told you. But long shot for defensive MVP.
I got a guy who I've been, you know, seeing just more of his film on some of the stuff that I've been watching. But hold on, let me get this camera back situated before
I just feel as though them MVPs a lot of times got to come from a defensive end or a corner. History shows.
Yeah, corners rarely get it. Yeah, I got somebody. We go D-line. They got Khalil Mack, who could, you know, come back. But like I said, I don't think that'd be a long shot. I want you to.
Yeah, I'm thinking about long shot, like a name that you. I'm gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna go with one of our former guests.
Buddha Baker?
Nah, not Buddha.
Jeremy Chin?
Jeremy Chin.
Ooh. He had a phenomenal season last year. All right, who we got? We got Buckner as a pick, as an interior lineman. That'll be tough.
Shaq Barrett. But see, that's what I don't think Shaq Barrett would be. I don't think Shaq Barrett would be a.
That would be I would say that's a long shot.
Like why though? Like
that's a long shot, bro. Like because even when he putting up them numbers, I still, just because of his name, you know, the hype. I still don't think he still gets the respect he deserves.
I don't think Shaq Barrett's a long shot because of his product of work. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like what he's displayed is like, yo, he's capable of putting them player of the year numbers up. That's why I don't think it's a long shot. It won't be a surprise. It won't be a surprise if he put numbers up and it's like, yo, them is defensive player type years. You know what I'm saying?
This my guy right here, Clinton Sims. Brian Burns, man. When I see this dude down there in Carolina, bro, like his movement skills, his explosiveness, like I wouldn't be surprised if he go for 16, 17 sacks next year. Brian Burns is going to be my long shot. He's 100-1 odds right now for the defensive player of the year. That's what I'm rocking with, Clinton.
Okay.
You right there with me. You must be a Panthers fan. But yeah, that's my guy, man. Brian Burns.
Okay.
I was watching him last year, coming in this year, like, dang, but this dude nice. But yeah, you heard it here first.
I hear you.
You say you got a slide too?
Yeah, man. I got a flight at 2, so I gotta.
Okay,
man. Man.
But y'all hit us on the socials, man. You know, slow news.
We're on Facebook now.
On Facebook now, man. Tone got the Facebook set up. Obviously on IG, Twitter, YouTube. Go check out the YouTube channel. Any interviews you've missed, we've had some good ones, man. So tap in, man.
We might have some good news coming up for y'all too soon in the near future, man.
We should.
Yeah, so
we should.
Y'all stay tapped in with us, man. The day ones, man. We appreciate y'all. The newcomers, we love y'all too. Tell a friend to tell a friend, man.
Yes, sir. You heard the man. We out, man. Safe travels, man.
No, I appreciate you, bro. Good luck whatever you got going on today.
Appreciate you, man. I see y'all Thursday.
Peace.
Thursday, same time, same place. Out of here. Boop, 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 boop.